It's 10 p.m. Time for the Good Life Radio Show with Jon Robert Quinn and Ben Godinez. The Good Life Radio Show is sponsored by Pest Control Center. Now, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the Good Life Radio Show. My name is Jon Robert Quinn, and tonight we have co-hosting Marques Wood. Welcome back.
Hello. How you doing?
And then, of course, we've got Christopher Dean here from Go View This Home. Going to be talking to us about... essentially, you guys are just you create videos for homeowners to showcase their homes to the realtors or to buyers. How does that work?
It's a pretty diverse product. It can be multifaceted use. We're doing them to showcase homes. Also do bios for realtors. We're working with lenders. So you can do it's a good personal touch to actually be able to meet some of the professional people in our industry, meet the house, meet the agent, all in a nice 3-minute video. Get a real good sense of what you're about to see in real life.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So get into, who is Christopher Dean? What got you into this business? And I mean, there's about 100 million real estate agents in the region. What would set you apart from the competition?
There is a lot of competition. Well, my background, I'm from San Francisco. I've been in Sacramento for about 13 years now. I grew up doing a lot of youth outreach. I ran ropes course adventure sites. Actually, I got a congressional award in San Francisco for about 3,000 hours of community service, and that was mostly with working with kids in the city, running them through the ropes course and then getting them out on 3-day backpacking trips. And that was with the San Francisco Police Department Wilderness Program. So
that's so awesome. I
did a lot of youth outreach. I worked at about 5 different summer camps: CYO, Camp Armstrong, and Caritas Creek, Camp Mendocino. So I was really involved in the church and summer camps and working with the youth.
That's so awesome. You still do stuff with that, I'm assuming? I
do. I still involved. Well, I was heavily involved with a program out of San Francisco that closed a few years ago, but it was called the Urban Pioneer Program, and it was kind of a vocational training, outdoor leadership school, and I still am involved in that group and stay in touch with all the people.
No, you just had a kid too.
No, actually, next month I'm having a baby boy.
I thought
April.
You had it already.
No, we had some Braxton Hicks, so we rushed down to the hospital. We weren't sure if we were having preterm.
Oh, okay.
But no, everything's going good. My wife's in good shape, but baby boy coming April 21st is the targeted date. So.
And I heard you're naming him Quinn.
Well, Marques Quinn apparently. Jury's out on that one. So
well, Steve is the middle name.
Get in line. I got a long list of people throwing there. Well, we'll throw some names in the box. We have not concluded on their name. We're thinking Elijah right now.
Well, Quinn's not common.
No, I grew up with a Quinn. Quincy.
Quincy Jones.
San Quinn.
All right. So, real quick, let's get into our cupcakes here. We have to indulge in our cupcakes, some cupcake craving. So these guys, 2100 Arden Way, every week they make us cupcakes. This week they didn't put the faces on them. I asked them not to this week, but they put some special ones in there for us. And
very tasty. Wow, that's creamy.
These seriously are my favorite thing to eat, like, ever. It's so good.
Can't go wrong with the cupcake.
They've got 25 flavors, 30 flavors, something along those lines. They've got gluten-free. They've got sugar-free. They've got all the different, diets and so forth, different ones that tailor to that. What this company does is they'll put your company logos on them. So they make great gifts for employers, employees. They make great gifts for your clientele. For instance, let's say somebody buys a house, you can put a picture of their house on the cupcake.
Oh my gosh! Well, that's sold American. I can get a house-shaped cupcake.
So what do they have? Like some sort of a printer that prints an icing?
It prints on rice paper.
Edible.
And then they can take the rice paper, put it on the cupcake, and then they put the frosting around it to kind of glue it on there.
Oh, cool.
It's so awesome. So next week we have the new Good Life cupcakes coming out. We'll have them on the show, obviously. You obviously can go down to the cupcake, go to Cupcake Craving, 2100 Arden Way, over in How About Shopping Center, and ask for the Good Life cupcakes with Quinn's beautiful face on them. And the myth is that they infuse ego in there. I've also been told that when you eat the cupcakes, you get random checks in the mail. So it might be a good thing, maybe like an investment kind of thing. But
awesome. Well, great for open houses. I mean, we're always giving away cookies, baking cookies,
Absolutely.
But I show up with a box of a dozen
and
cupcakes.
They're not inexpensive. Without the face, I think they're $250 a piece. With the face, I think they're $350 a piece. It's a Total deal.
Face is worth it, especially
It's
if you
totally
at an open house. If you got a
How about
picture, you picture the house.
Christine's face on all the cupcakes.
Yeah, I'm already reflecting enough light back to the atmosphere. But I think a nice picture of the house would go good as a parting gift. With
We should put Ted
people
Cruz's
coming
face
by.
because he's getting eaten alive.
Nice.
Boom, 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 politics jokes.
Dun-dun-dun.
All right, so give these guys a call, 916-923-5995. Now, I want to get into what is Go View This House, Go View This Home. Mm-hmm. What are some of the latest trends right now in real estate, marketing, and in the region?
Well, that is a great question. Sacramento is back on fire. I was a top producer in Sacramento, specialized working with first-time home buyers. That's been my big call to action for the years. But right now, yeah, Sacramento is definitely low inventory, a lot of buyers, fast-moving market. We expect this spring and summer to be pretty awesome.
Yeah, the market right now is like literally red hot.
Red hot.
And it was so funny, 'cause a couple weeks ago I said it was fire red hot, and he's like, it's white hot.
White hot.
Yeah.
That's even more.
It's even more hot.
It's that part of the flame at the bottom, just below the blue. It's that hot.
It is that hot. And
It's-
everybody I'm talking to right now is just like, if you're going to buy ever,
Yeah.
right now is the time to buy.
I'm telling you, I have clients. I mean, even a client of Marcus's and I that we just recently did a deal for. He just bought back in October, a first-time home buyer, no money down payment assistance, and we're actually reselling his home now. He didn't even do any remodeling, just moved in. And he's selling. We're selling his house now again. He wants to upgrade to Citrus Heights. He bought in Rancho, but yeah, he's probably $40,000 in just the 4 or 5 months that he was in there. And we have some clients that we've been working with that were sitting on the sidelines for the last 6 months, and they really missed out because that's how quick the market is moving right now. Just a few months going by, people are finding themselves priced out.
So you're focusing mostly on the first-time home buyer.
I do. I advertise on Zillow a lot, and I advertise in South Sacramento areas, so I get a lot of like the 95828. So
Folsom.
Folsom now,
now.
I am, because I've moved to Folsom recently, so we're starting to target that area. But I still do pride myself on working with the first-time home buyers, and the price point between $200,000 and $300,000, which is that price range is really geared for the first-time home buyers and the down payment assistance programs that go along with that. So nothing makes me happier than getting a new family that didn't think they could even qualify, and they're paying a full mortgage payment out the door, comparable to what they were renting for.
Exactly.
I mean, we've gotten, literally, Marcus and I have gotten people into homes for $2,000 down and have all the closing costs covered, through either the seller or me as the agent kick in some money, and the lender kicks in money. So we've gotten people into houses for literally $2,000, $3,000.
What advice would you give somebody who's maybe on the fence right now? They're thinking, okay, well, I'm a renter, but I don't know if I want to buy. I mean, 10 years ago, a lot of these people that are buying houses watch their families, their parents lose their homes.
I'm one of them. When in 2003, when I came to Sacramento, I was very aggressive. I was in mortgage and I was doing real estate. I bought 11 houses over a 3-year period. So I had 10 rentals.
I think they were talking about him in that Big Short movie.
11?
Well, you know what?
11 houses?
I never did. Hey, I was a good boy. I did 20% down on each home. I was not really leveraging too crazy, so I wasn't one of those, C or B paper guy. I mean, I was between B. I was a B plus on paper, but my real problem was at the values. I mean, homes that I bought for $400,000.
And how are you supposed to? I mean, there were like 3 big players that actually saw this thing coming.
Right.
All of the major players didn't. How would you know what was to come?
I had no idea.
Exactly. You're looking at it and you're putting the things together. And
Nobody knew.
Yeah. And
No,
you're
I
doing
won't
your
say
thing.
nobody knew. I think a lot of people did know, but
if you're like in T-bonds, you knew. That's the only advice I got. When I was up to the 11th house, I got a call from my dad's friend who was in T-bonds, and he said, "It's going to tank. Get
Hey,
out."
shut up, because you did the same thing.
I love it. I never bought 11.
But hey, you know what? I don't complain. I don't complain at
I'm not
all.
gonna say I wouldn't have.
It was a priceless education, and I used that knowledge of what I learned. I mean, in hindsight, I should have sold a couple and layered out. That's kind of
It's all right though, because I lost all my businesses in the crash too. It's fine.
I had a great restaurant. I'll give a shout out to Holy Chicken Waffles. I had a 5-star soul food restaurant out in Rancho Cordova, but yeah, it all
Holy Chicken and Waffles?
That was my restaurant
Off
in Rancho.
of
Folsom
Routier
Boulevard.
or
Yeah, Routier. Yeah, we were doing a great business over there. That was another one of my youth outreach things. I hired all the kids from the neighborhood, but yeah. So I suffered the recession like everybody else. I lost all.
But
11
that's how you
properties.
learn lessons.
Exactly.
That's
And
how
I'm
you
better for
learn.
it.
And it was 10 years ago, and here we are today. Boom, and we
back
have
at it.
we
You're
have
not
what, a
gonna
lot of
die.
these young guys.
You might stress out a little bit. You might, have a few sleepless nights, but
Yeah, but you know
know,
what
you
though?
get through it.
Yeah, but you know what though? The winners don't always win, man. They had to learn some pretty harsh lessons along the way.
winners never give up.
Ever.
Keep pushing.
We're gonna go to a commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay with us on the Good Life Radio Show.
Creating better business. It's the Good Life Radio Show, sponsored by Pest Control Center.
Welcome back to the Good Life Radio Show. My name is Jon Robert Quinn, as they say, the man, the myth, the legend, right?
Yes.
That's right.
I don't know if I'm legendary, but I'm here. We've got Marques Wood, who's co-hosting. He's been with us, I think it's the third time, right?
Yep.
Third time. And then we've got Christopher Dean here from Go View This Home. I want to kind of just get right back into this whole thing. You know, why is it taking so long for video to become such an integral part of real estate?
Well, it has been a part of higher value homes. Typically, you'll see produced film or
For
video
$1 million
produced
homes.
$1 million plus. And so, what I wanted to do was to kind of do a little bridge here. It's because of the price point that I work with and the first-time home buyers, really, that they also can really benefit from having these virtual, not virtual tour, that's not to be confused, but these, professionally edited with a voiceover, an audio track, video introduction, and a chance to meet the agent and meet the home before the scheduling and the time, the conflicts between realtors that are busy and buyers and sellers who are working and whatnot. So I really wanted to get something to take away from these exclusive $1 million listings and bring something down to the price point and that's the real great thing about our product is that's very affordable. It's right now for realtors, what they're spending just to have the HDR photos done for their MLS listings, it runs about anywhere from $115 to $150, and our video packages start at $200, and that includes 25 professionally shot stills.
That's
it's
absolutely nothing.
Wow.
And it can all be paid through escrow. So really, with nothing up front, for if you're new in the business, realtor, and you're looking to, build your brand, stand out from other agents, I highly recommend that every agent get at least one list vids done for themselves. Because as I've been working with the company now for going on a year, of course, I first found them as just being as a realtor. They solicited me to do some videos, and I in turn used those videos when I would go on listing appointments and showing how I market and promote the homes for my clients. So as soon as my clients saw, like, wow, I mean, these are really, anyone checks out the videos, they're phenomenal. You almost get a visceral effect. I mean, with the music track and there's a little momentum there, you really get to meet this house like it's got a soul to it, and it's just pictures speak 1,000 words. The
video does a million.
It does a million.
Absolutely.
We're here at 9324 Appalachian Drive. This home features a stunning backyard with pool, spa, and Corian countertops. This incredibly landscaped backyard features an enormous patio with 3 sliding glass doors from the house. Come picture yourselves having a cold drink out back. Upon entering through the double doors of this home, you'll find a spacious living room and family room combo featuring stone fireplace, new laminate floors, trim, and ceiling fans. The kitchen features Corian countertops with an undermount sink, gas range with microwave combo above, plenty of cabinet space for all your storage needs. This dining room features a full wet bar with cabinets above and below. Through the hallway, you'll find a large linen closet that leads to the 2 spare bedrooms that feature ceiling fans, new dual pane windows, window coverings, and a nice view to the street. Spacious master with sliding glass door to the yard, has a large closet and a full bathroom with shower and vanity. This home has been tastefully upgraded with dual pane windows throughout, 3 sliding glass doors from the home that lead into this spacious backyard, fully landscaped with automatic sprinklers to your full-size pool, spa, and covered patio. Well, thanks for stopping by, folks. I'm Christopher Dean. You can reach me by cell phone at 916-585-2709 for any questions on this or any of my other amazing listings. Take care.
Let me ask you a quick question here. What's been the feedback from the videos that you've shot? I mean, not just from the owners themselves, but also from, you know, interested parties looking to buy.
Oh, well, everyone loves them. We are the homeowners. You'd think that just the agents would use it the most for their marketing and pass the videos on to their buyers, and it's real easy. Our smartphone technology, which is a big basis of our backbone, is you can post links to your Zillow page, your MLS, to your smartphone. Facebook has been great.
Yeah.
So you can just really, like, if someone pulls up in front of a house, the old way of doing business was they call the sign and then try to find that listing agent. And if you're a busy listing agent, you're hard pressed to, and generally listing agents work with buyer agents to start to send their buyer's agent to go out and meet with them. But now people can pull up, they see our lawn sign, they text to 88,000, they text the number is 88,000, and you push in the code that's on the sign. Mm-hmm. The video comes right to their cell phone, and now they can forward that to their spouse, to their family members. And then we host the videos indefinitely on our website. Yeah. So it's almost a good Hallmark card. So the sellers love it because real estate is a very emotional transaction.
This is something that we need to be getting onto Opera TV.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, there could be a show in this for sure. But so the sellers, they can nostalgically look at their home, especially for people that live in their home 10, 20 years, they raise their kids there. And this is kind of like a Hallmark card for them, and they can always go back, log on the website, watch the video of their home that they sold, or show family members, hey, this is how it's not all about just selling the house. It's more of an emotional attachment, I find in real estate really.
But for $200, it's like, duh.
Yeah, they start at $200. I mean, they kind of cap out at $300 if you want all the bells and whistles.
That's nothing.
It is. It's very affordable.
But let's pause on that part real quick. Let's key in on the real value to the overall objective. I mean, not only one is it an emotional, process for someone to sell or buy.
Yeah.
But adding video. I think if I were looking and driving, there's a nice little house right there.
I want to see inside.
I'm thinking right out of the gates, like, wow, when's the open house? Here, look that thing up, honey. And if you can just go in, text. And screw waiting in 2 weeks for an open house.
Yeah, but
I'm in the house right now.
You're looking at the hardwood. You're looking at let's see the windows. Okay, what's the bedroom upstairs look like?
Well, it's like a movie. It's just you get the audio track and the voiceover. So you have the agent describing the property. So you get to kind of.
You guys need to do is you need to get Morgan Freeman to do the voice.
James Earl Jones.
That might bump the price point up a hair. But
no, I'm thinking Mike Tyson. You need Mike Tyson to do the voiceover.
I think what you want to do here.
I'm ecstatic about this house. I'm absolutely ecstatic. Life after escrow.
You need to look at my house. It's unbelievable. It's unreal.
No, but really, who does the voiceover? If I'm a real estate agent, hey, you know what? I'm interested in doing this video. I want to pay out $300 or whatever to come out and get this all done.
Yeah.
What would I then? Am I responsible to write the script? I mean, how does that all play out?
We're so easygoing. Our film crew, Keith Halterman, he's the videologist. He's fantastic.
Let's go back real quick, and so I'm going to put this thing on hold. Sure. So Keith Halterman's been with us before. When we had Rob Ferguson on the show, the funny thing is Rob Skate, went to high school with Ben, who was our previous co-host, and they're from Castro Valley. And Rob Ferguson's working with youth, and he's working with the skateboard community. He owns 4141 Skateboards, and has been doing a lot of great things. Keith Halterman's working with him. Here's the funny thing. So Chris Dean. So Marques was my boss years back, and Marques comes onto the show, and he starts, getting involved in the show, and he introduces me to Chris. Two completely different side things, but both of them are using Keith Halterman. I think Keith Halterman needs to be a guest on the show.
Hey, Keith.
Hey, Keith.
Come on, brother.
Come on down.
You've been
Have
on.
a cupcake,
He's actually
baby.
appeared on the show.
I'm
'cause
ecstatic.
He came around and got on the mic and introduced himself and gave his phone number on one episode. So.
Keith is phenomenal. Everybody loves working with him. He puts everyone at ease, because when we are doing these shoots, sometimes the sellers are there and the agents, and that has been one of our, something to contend with. Some of the realtors are shy. I mean, I think really, if you're a realtor who doesn't want to get on camera and is scared to have your voice a part of the video. I mean, we do have other options. We can just do some people just do this audio soundtrack, just a song going, and we can just do the plugins to describe the property.
We can have Jon Robert Quinn music.
Yeah, we could.
Good.
Whatever you like.
Why not?
But Marques is in my videos. We do a trailer promoting Paramount Equity Mortgage, and so people can get some information about getting pre-qual on the properties. But there's we've got a good variety. If you log on the website, goviewthishome.com, and you scroll down to the realtors page, you can see we've about 20 realtors up there right now that we're working with, and there's a number of different style of videos. And of course, we're a work in progress, and we're developing our different techniques for what works.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
That is.
I think this is a cool thing.
No,
I think
seriously.
this is long overdue. I mean,
He got into all my questions here. So, kind of gather my marbles. No, let me ask you this. I'm going to kind of throw off the cuff. What's next?
What's next with the video?
Yeah.
Well, so it's goviewthishome.com is going to be Go View This Home Productions, and we're going to be changing over to our more corporate website. That's going to be the real place for marketing and advertising. That's going to be called ListVids. When
is that?
Listvids.com should be live by next month, so by the end of April, we should be converting it over. So Go View This Home will continue to be the production company. That's the actual video company, and we don't just do videos for homes. We're doing agent bios for the lenders. We would do documentaries. Actually, my partners, Jim and Jerry Marques, and Keith Halterman, they worked with the project for a number of years, a board warrior, and that's their background. So we've done some documentaries for schools. Any kind of video you shot.
We can get some of this stuff on our social media platforms. I think that the videos we need to give you guys some space on Opera TV, figure out some kind of little alliance there,
That would be
figure
fantastic.
out how to, because with what we're doing with Opera TV is it's an informational, educational source for independent business, and this is exactly that.
Yeah, we're small. We're starting from ground level, and we don't have much of a budget, but we got a fantastic product.
Yeah, but neither does any other small business, and that's
Right.
kind of where everybody comes together to help each other. And when we launched this thing, we didn't have $1 million to launch this show, and look at what it's become, and it continues to grow, and we continue to help people, and us helping you turn around and you're helping other people, which then come right back to us. The same story with Keith Halterman. He's working with the same people we are, but they came from two completely different sources.
Right.
And all of us working together. I mean, there's 10 million people from here to where he's from, and yet we're working with the same people.
Yeah.
And it's incredible.
Fantastic. That sounds great.
I got a quick question on the technical side of this. Now, you know how Google Analytics works. You know how video search works. I mean, you know how all that stuff works out.
Right.
Now, do you think that, well, it seems like once you have this video and this content out on the web, doesn't it add a little bit more value for searchability to find properties, or how does that all integrate?
Well, that's why we really are focused on building up this listvids.com and getting the SEOs and getting the marketing going so that people can find us. I mean, generally, like right now, I think the statistics show that 90% of all home purchases start on a web-based search. And I think Zillow.com and Realtor.com, they've and Trulia, which are now Zillow and Trulia are a partner. I don't know who bought who. I believe Zillow bought Trulia. Don't quote me on that, But yeah, up until recently, and video, everyone's we're at a pivotal point. It really is. Everyone is pushing to go video, but it is kind of it's a huge market share. There's not very many people doing it. I only know about 1 or 2 of our competitors that do a similar quality product, and so I think with just how videos are going viral and jamming, people will watch any cat videos or get millions of views.
That's what you need to do is put cats inside.
Well, now with social media, with social media being a huge
Facebook is huge
platform.
Yeah.
I mean, I think most people that are going to look for homes are going to be in that mindset of going online and looking through social media. If you could find a video instead of bothering the homeowner, hey, we're going to do another open house on this week and then that week and then this week. You got one awesome staged property. It's viewed on there.
Yeah,
I'm thinking that's a home run.
There's so many different complementary lines of business that this helps out with, and I'll touch on real quickly. Let's just say you're a realtor and you have a tenant-occupied house, and they have a right to privacy. They've been renting the house. It's hard to schedule. You have to do 24-hour notices posted.
Wow.
So what you can do...
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So what I've been targeting is with some of these tenant-occupied homes, let us come in, shoot the video in 2 hours, and now we can really cut down the amount of times that people, strangers with realtors, need to come in your home because they can actually...
They can watch what they need. They can see what they need to see right from the video.
Yeah, it's tough because tenants is like, they don't want to have to clean the whole house every time someone wants to come by. And if it's like, if you got a decent looking house and you're gonna have 4 or 5 realtors coming by a week,
especially if there's crayon on the wall.
Yeah, clean it once, take the video, and then the kids get back to drawing and so on and so forth.
That's probably the biggest pain in the butt in selling a house is all of that part. I mean, you're living life on a day in and day out basis.
Scheduling.
Somebody wants to come over and look at your house. You're like, dude, I'm in the middle of vacuuming and doing a load of whites. Really?
Yeah.
We're going to go to a commercial break and come right back here with Christopher Dean.
Thank you.
Stay with us on Good Life Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Good Life Radio Show with Jon Robert Quinn and Ben Godinez, sponsored by Pest Control Center.
Welcome back to the Good Life Radio Show. My name is Jon Robert Quinn, and tonight we've got co-hosting Marques Wood from Paramount Partners Group, and of course Christopher Dean. Now, is it true that you are James Dean's great nephew? Is that right?
I cannot confirm or deny that I am the heir to the Jimmy Dean sausage legacy.
Jimmy Dean, James Dean. Were there any other Deans?
That's awesome.
Those are famous. Christopher Dean was a famous ice skater. Dean and Terrell, gold medal Olympic.
Were you an ice skater? You kind of doing the whole Blades of Glory thing?
I was with my boy Will. You're my boy Blue. Yeah, we had an ice rink in San Francisco. I grew up in the inner Sunset out by Ocean Beach, and we had you'd see me out there on the Blades in eighth grade.
with Christina Yamaguchi. She was from San Francisco, wasn't she?
Oh, Christina, was she?
I think she was. I don't know.
Google it.
I think she was from Torrance or Carson.
I don't know. We're gonna have to go and get an old issue of Boy's Life or something. Showing age.
Google it.
All right. So let's kind of get into this. Now, there's obviously a reason why you're here, Marques. You didn't want to just keep my seat warm.
Cupcakes.
Yeah, he's here for the cupcakes. Every week, Cupcake Craving brings us these cupcakes, and they are absolutely phenomenal. But no, you're here from Paramount Partners Group.
Right.
You're obviously working with Chris. Mm-hmm. What are you guys doing together to help each other? Kind of what's you're calling yourself the dream team here. You don't look like I'm trying to go back to the old Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan kind of dream team.
No,
like Steve Kerr and
are you like the Shaquille O'Neal and he's the Kobe?
The Kobe. No, so basically what happens in the process of buying a home, somebody goes online typically, like you said, 90% of people start online. Typically, most people are going to go to Zillow or Truly or Redfin, Realtor, right? So we have some space in a few different zip codes. And the process really that we educate people to do is start with me first. Start with the lender. A lot of people want to go out and see a home and make an offer on something. And then they start back and they go, well, shucks, we still need to get our taxes filed. We still need to do this. We still, all this work. So, what Chris and I have agreed, our working arrangement is, of course, create interest with the client. But then, of course, I'll step in and run the numbers and let them know and set correct expectations for the client. Let them know where they're pre-approved, what their sweet spot is. We offer 3 different down payment assistance programs. So we'll look at a few of those options for the client if they're, qualify for those. And then once I get them all nice and shined up and ready to go, send them right back to Chris, and Chris, creates dialogue and gets out there and he does his magic. Yeah. And then at that point, I pass the baton over to Chris for his leg in the race. And then, Chris, what do you do from there?
Oh, well, just touch on what Marques just said. It's imperative because right now, as we talk about this white-hot market, homes are selling in 4 days with multiple over-asking.
That's what the guy last week was telling us.
And so
it's incredible.
So for me, it's for me to go out with clients before you really need to go out with a client that's ready to make an offer, ready to get in contract. quickly. So really having the more approved they are. I mean, it's really having a pre-approval letter is one thing, but having it like how Marques does it as a fully like underwritten loan approval, they're really ready to go and makes the offer a lot stronger when you can show that this is not just a credit pull and a verbal about income. We to get the clients really armed to go in and be competitive in this market. Some of the other agents that we work with, they have a track record where, like right now in this market, you'll go out and write 4 or 5 offers on different properties and be 0 for 4 and get nothing back because of the amount, because of the overwhelming amount of offers. My track record right now is I'm getting probably about 75-80%. I'm getting people in contract on the first deal because I'm so well versed in this kind of a market. I'm a quick talker, and I know I write real clean offers, and I know what the agents want to see. And when I know by the quality of the home will dictate what it's going to go for and the amount of activity in the first few days. So I highly recommend get pre-qualified and then go out shopping ready to make a strong offer and get the thing in contract.
Yeah, even if it's a weekend, and if you're out and you're, kicking tires on properties, the first thing the listing agent's going to ask you if you go out to a property is, oh, have you been pre-qualified yet? Have you been pre-approved? And if your answer to that is no, then just go ahead and assume that your offers don't even make an offer on the property. They're going to just set you to the side. In this market, they're going to deal with pre-qualified loans that go out. Every one of my pre-approval letters go out with a loan number right on the top.
Yeah, a lot of people think like they're a lot of people think the new first-time home buyers or just the consumers in general, they kind of have this impression like, well, first I want to find the home that I want. But what they don't understand in this market, by the time you found the house you want, if you haven't done your homework up to that point, it's going to be in somebody else's home. So even if you're just window shopping, but if you are kicking around in your mind that you're going to want to buy something in the next 3 to 6 months and you project yourself closing within 6 months, get pre-qualified now.
Let's kind of just create like a 1, 2, 3 step. What do people need to do first if they're thinking about purchasing a home this year, 2016? Okay,
yeah,
we've got 8 months left of the year.
Right.
What do people need to do? Step 1.
Call Marques, get the financials, find out what you're comfortable with your payment, your out the door, principal, interest, tax, insurance. Formulate what's the best strategy to financing the house. Are you going to do down payment assistance? Do you want to put 5, 10, 20% down, all cash, or whatever it is you're structuring the deal. You want to have a good coming out of the gate what you're going to do financially.
And then how do people get in contact with you?
The best way is to go ahead and call me. That's 916-234-6350. But also, too, if it's a weekend and I don't pick up, best thing to do is go to my website. You can submit a loan application right on the website. My website is marqueswood.com. That's MarquesWood.com. I get an email notifying me that your application's been completed. I can go in there. If I've got a quick, 30, 40 minutes, I've told Chris, if I'm sitting on the couch or, I can break away and go and run your numbers and figure out where you're at. If you got your pay stubs and W-2s, fire those right over. I'll email you. We'll get in contact and get some dialogue going. So, I get you logged into underwriting first thing Monday morning. And, with that being said, back to Chris.
What you are approved for so you know what to look for.
Exactly. Yeah, you want to have the right expectation.
If you're thinking about buying $1 million house and you're only qualified for $400,000, you're wasting everybody's time.
Yeah, I think those people already know. It's really the person that's I want to buy.
Facetious, but at the same time,
they want to buy $275 and they really qualify for $225.
Yeah,
and they want to buy $350 and they really qualify for $300. Well, yeah, you qualify for $350 home, but $200,000 down. So I just have those conversations up front and just set the expectation.
What would be step 2?
Step 2 is we go out shopping and view, I create a portal search for the client and go out, and scrub a list and set up a tour, 5 to 10 houses at a time.
Find out what it is that they want, what they're looking for, what are their must-haves.
Neighborhoods,
He's got the pre-approval already by then,
with the loan number on it.
Yep.
So go out shopping and find people their new home.
Okay. And then what would be step 3?
Writing the offer and get them into contract and try to close escrow as swimmingly as possible.
Okay.
That's it.
And how long should the whole process take?
I would say between going and shopping with the new guidelines, we have some TRID guidelines. They're asking us to do a little bit longer than 30-day escrows, but still we can get them done in 30, but we want to project around 40 to 45 days. So in general, I'm finding people homes in about the first week pretty quickly. I mean, I get out there, we'll do 2 or 3 days. So
Are these their dream homes?
Well, I work with a lot of first-time home buyers. I work at a price point again, like between $200 to $350. So I'd say these are
There's some still nice.
I would say
houses.
I would say it's a dream home for someone who just becomes for someone that becomes a homeowner and the pride of ownership. That is a dream home to them. But then, of course, a few years goes by, they build some equity and they can upgrade to something a mid-level home. But yeah, definitely.
You know what's crazy is the rent versus buy in that 250 to 300 range.
Very comparable.
Is almost spot on.
Yeah.
You can go rent a 3-bedroom apartment or, a house, or you can buy it. And it's literally almost same. So, in the first conversation, I think,
right.
Back to Chris, he lets them, shows them a few properties that, you know what, why keep throwing your money down the tubes on rent? If you can wiggle into a purchase, do it. Make it happen. So.
Who should be looking or not looking at purchasing a home?
I mean, anyone who's renting, if you have a steady income and you've been on the job for 2 years and you're putting your money, to pay somebody else's mortgage, you always have the threat of them selling the home when the value, like that's right now because the values are where they're at. So homes are being sold and tenants are being displaced. So out of my 13 years doing this and my loss of my real estate portfolio, I think what my mentor and what I've learned is the age-old question is, when is a good time to buy real estate? And I think the answer to that is when you can.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. This is going to kind of flip everything. I already asked him the question. I ask everybody who's in real estate, I ask them the same question. Are we going back into the Big Short all over again? Is there another bubble? Are we making the same mistake again?
Another analogy realtors always use that we don't have a crystal ball to see into the future, but we don't have the toxic components that we had last time. We don't have the stated income, stated asset, no income, no assets.
Ninja loans, yeah.
And the interest-only products that only lasted a year or 3 years. We're still, it's the 30-year fixed is the go-to product right now, and underwriting standards aren't going to fall through the cracks like they were before.
Even with the 0%, the zero down.
Well, those are FHA, so those are federally insured loans, and they are 30-year fixed. So you're not going to have the problem like before when what caused the collapse before is when you're in a 1 or 2 year loan, and as the values start to come down, they're not able to refinance those properties because they can't get their appraisals together. So I think right now we're poised. I mean, we're from 2012, which was blood in the streets. That was the base bottom of the market from about a 6-year decline from 2006. A lot of people are speculating now that because we've been in another 6-7 years of a pretty acute upswing from 2012. But I see I see prices right now about pre-bubble prices. We're about at 2003 pricing right now, possibly 2004. So a lot of it is value is really based where interest rates are and what's the kind of general household income from Sacramento. So if you could to take a run-of-the-mill single-family home income of a husband and wife or a couple that both gainfully employed making about $80,000, the home prices are still very much under what people can qualify for with roughly a combined income of $80,000.
I think the advice that I give anybody is just don't bite off more than you can chew.
Yeah.
I think a lot of 2008, 2007 could have been prevented if people weren't thinking bigger than their pocketbooks. Their eyeballs were way bigger than their pocketbooks. They were like, I can afford 10 houses, 11 houses.
Right.
But the difference is
hey, no pun intended, I'm sure.
No, but here's the thing: is they were pulling out seconds and thirds to buy properties, and that's stupid.
Yeah.
That's stupid. You're borrowing to borrow instead of borrowing to buy or buying to build.
Yeah,
you're borrowing to borrow.
Yeah, I'd like to touch on that. Just to not be confused. Before the products that were available before that kind of I felt led us into the calamity was were not federally insured mortgages.
They weren't.
They were just 100% financing with like
they were almost like
comedy.
What do they call those? Like a hard loan?
Hard money loan without the interest rate.
Exactly.
Yeah. They were not. That was a real false sense of pride of ownership to people. They were selling people that were working with their credit. Because they were going down to like even 580 credit scores. I mean, I remember you're right. So
we should be buying a house if FICO's in the fives.
And that was just a false sense of empowerment, where like, hey, you can be a homeowner with really no proof of income and really marginal credit. Whereas these people could have been working towards a better future when they did get into an area that they really qualified. But now they now they find themselves in foreclosure a year later. So that whole dream of ownership was taken away from them because they were sold on some false promises and some products that don't exist.
So sad.
But that's not to be confused with FHA now.
That's not happening now. Absolutely
right.
not.
So when we talk about down payment assistance and first-time home buyers utilizing the FHA program, what's key about that is I think what's really geared towards converting renters over into homeowners. So you have the guideline of having 2 years employment. A lot of these people are living check to check, but they're paying $1,800 a month.
But their DTIs fit, the LTVs fit, everything fits still in the box.
They just don't have the big cash down payment.
Correct.
So
fair enough.
So the typical FHA is 3.5% down, but like some of the programs, the down payment assistance just helps them get that 3.5% or 5% to get in the door, whether they want to go conventional or FHA. So there is a little skin in the game, and then being backed by the government, you can't beat it.
Well, we are going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay with us on the Good Life Radio Show.
Now, back to Ben and Quinn and the Good Life Radio Show. Brought to you by Pest Control Center.
Welcome back to the Good Life Radio Show. My name is Jon Robert Quinn. Yes, I wrote all the music for the show. It's okay. That was a long time ago. Those are my past life. You guys know that next month I'm leaving for 3 days to go sit on the beach in Monterey. I'm renting a truck.
Wow.
And I'm going to sit on the beach in the back of the truck, and I'm going to write my next record.
All right.
And I'm writing a country record.
Oh, cool.
California country, baby.
Right on.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So I just went and bought a new Fender Telecaster to go out and start putting all that together, and I'm excited, dude.
That's awesome.
I'm excited.
Can't wait to hear it.
I haven't written a record in like 4 years.
Wow.
Cool.
So it'll be cool. All right, so let's get into you've got Go View This Home. We have list vids. If you're not sure what those are as a listener, listen to the earlier show. Go onto the website. Go to thegoodliferadioshow.com. You can watch the entire episode on there. I want to, again, thank you, gentlemen, for coming on. This is your third time on.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, it was a pleasure being here.
Absolutely, and we'll have you both back, obviously. One more time, give the audience a little bit about what you do, quick, maybe 30 seconds, 1 minute, what you do, and how do people get in contact
So
with
I'm
you?
a mortgage lender. I work with Paramount Partners Group right here in sunny Roseville, California. I'm all over the Sacramento area, El Dorado County, Placer, Yolo, even Sacramento County, of course. So what I do is I help educate the consumer on how it looks to buy a property, what it means for them, set expectations, talk about the money piece and how it applies, and of course get them in a pre-approved state. They're good for 90 days. Match them with a real estate agent like Chris, and then what I do is I just kind of just stay in the background and just let Chris run the ball. And then when it goes into contract, we back to us for making sure that we close on time and move forward, help someone buy a house.
Okay. And you're Marques Wood. You never mentioned your name.
Oh, Marques Wood. Yeah, my name is Marques Wood.
And how do people get in contact
The best
with
way to do is just go ahead and call me. Right. Say, what do you do? So best thing to do is call me, 916-234-6350. If I miss you, leave a voicemail. I'll definitely call you right back. Or you can go to my website. That's marqueswood.com. That's MarquesWood.com. And you can start there. Some great information, good education materials. And, of course, I'd love to have the opportunity.
You've got 18 years experience.
18 years.
And you've got...
I've been a realtor 13 years and a big background in construction, plumbing. So I've been a builder my whole life and about 13 years in real estate.
And then... obviously, we've got the whole episode's on you here, so he wants to sit down with the first-time home buyer. He'll sit down with everybody, but he prides himself. His passion is helping the first-time home buyer, somebody that has never purchased or maybe purchased 10, 12 years ago that's thinking about doing it again, but still first-time programs.
Yep.
And he wants to help you into your home, into your dream home, essentially.
Right?
Yeah, please. I am. My name is Christopher Dean. You can reach me at 916-585-2709. I am a local realtor here with New Vision Realty Group in the greater Sacramento area. If anyone's interested in talking anything about real estate, I please invite you to call me at any time.
Investors?
I mean, I do. I've done some commercial work. I do some upper scale homes. I love all things real estate. I grew up building, doing plumbing with my dad's business. So anything to do with houses, I have a big passion for it, and I get very excited about real estate. As far as goviewthishome.com, if you're a realtor out there and you've never done a video or you're trying to separate yourself from other agents and stand out, build your brand, I highly recommend you call me. I am an account executive for goviewthishome.com. Please log on our website, check out some of our videos, see the product, and see how you can stand out from the rest of the crowd as far as marketing.
Absolutely. Pleasure again, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Let's get into, we've got 2 minutes here. Season 4 starts next week. Next week we have the Burgess Brothers. This is an episode that you absolutely need to tune in for. This story is the best story we've had on the show yet. Local guys, firefighter, police officer, that are following their dream. They opened up their barbecue joint over off of Freeport, and they are now going national with their barbecue sauce. Sam's Club's picking them up. They're on Rayleigh's everywhere. And
have them call me. I'll give them a free video.
They just did one actually on Super Bowl
Okay.
Sunday. Yeah, it came out phenomenally. Got the guy from Fox 40 to do it, but. No, their story is unbelievable. I cannot wait to have them. But season 4 starts next week. We've got new music. We've got new guests. The show format is obviously the way we've got it now here. Ben will not be with us. But we are just super, 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 super excited for the guests that we have already lined up. If you haven't tuned in, you've got to tune in. Monday through Friday, 10 p.m., on Money 105.5 FM. And then, of course, you can watch all the episodes online. We are looking for local businesses. We're wrapping up the booking of Season 4. I've got 7 spots left for Season 4. 7, that's it. So if you think that your business needs to be on the show, call me right now. 916-289-3710. Thank you for tuning in to the Good Life Radio Show. We will be back next week with the new name officially, The Good Life Show with Jon Robert Quinn. Thank you all very, very much for 3 amazing seasons. Thank you.